Dylan!
Oh shit. Here we go again.
That's right, CJ. Here we go again. Boss fight music. No. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst. Like last time, it's just going to be a chill grind session. I'm trying to take full advantage of that double 1.5 EXP, for this week. So it's just going to be another hour and a half to 2 hours again, like last time, of just, well, straight up dragon kills. So let's get it. It means my intros are short and straight to the point, at least, right? Checking the volume settings on stuff, making sure nothing's blowing out. Okay, we're good, I think. I am prepared to come on camera whenever it is necessary, though. Take that out of context.
Bruh.
I heard myself after I said it and I realized, I was like, oh shit, I should not have said it that way. But
You suck!
yeah. Yeah, for the most part, I'm just gonna chill like this, though. So I think we were doing very hard on normal multiplayer, right? Yeah. Let's do it. Here we go again. I hope I sorted out my inventory. Of course I didn't. I had one job when I was off stream. Okay, I'm gonna drop this shit I know I'm not gonna use. Put that away. Drop that. Drop that. And put that away too. Okay, for the most part our inventory was not too bad, so we're good. I'm trying to minimize character management on stream and just focus on gaining EXP, you know? Here comes a banger soundtrack. Three, two, one. Oh! Fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. Even with these guns, it's hard to hit these guys when they're too close to you. Shit, here we go. Here we go. You don't kill these guys quick. God, it's awful. Okay, he would have killed me if I hadn't killed him with that one. Eventually the grind on this difficulty mode will become simple and easy. Not yet though. I estimate another 10 levels at the very least. What the fuck?
What? What? Shit! You suck! Son of a bitch!
What the hell was that? Can somebody explain to me what the hell just happened? Oh shit. We got boss music at the right time. Nice. I don't believe it though. I'm about to sound like Eggman in Sonic Adventure when you're fighting him. No way. I don't believe this. Like, how the hell did that happen? What, like, why didn't I hit anything? I genuinely have no idea why the targeting system literally just chose to hit nothing. It just took a vacation and said, nah. I kicked his ass over. Okay, we're good. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen again. What the hell? Thank God it's the top one on the list. If only VR could be moved to the top of the list, then I could just mash X. Just to get into the mission as fast as possible, you know? You know how I was saying about that one soundtrack in Mega Man X1? Where it has like that good mixture of like resolve and sadness from Zero's death? It's my favorite like melody in that track. That whole like album, I guess. This one has something very similar. Like extremely similar. The vibe. Since you will potentially be hearing this music right after, you know. This is a Mega Man X4 spoiler, so you've been warned. Right after Iris's death, if you take Zero's path anyway. So this soundtrack kind of gives a similar vibe to what I explained that time. Like a little bit of like tragedy and sorrow from Zero having to kill like this woman that fell in love with him within 2 minutes of meeting him, and it was probably mutual because that's what happens in movies and TV. People fall in love within, and video games too, I guess. People fall in love within seconds of meeting each other, you know? Not that it doesn't happen in real life, but let's face it, it's not that common. And he was forced to kill her, right? And then I think this music plays in the stage right after, so I feel like it kind of fits. So it might even play on the stage before, but I think it's after. It has a little hint of tragedy, but resolve. Since he obviously resolves on continuing forward. Even after that scream about, I don't even know what I'm fighting for. Which people make fun of because of the voice acting. Of course all three of the first fucking attack missed. Why wouldn't they? This has basically become a lo-fi and chill grind stream where I critique the music that I love listening to. Kind of interesting. Not what I expected it to turn into, but what can I say? I'm a chatter. Even when I'm doing something repetitive and grindy like this, I find myself finding things to talk about. Made it. You know what's funny is when you look at the video of this soundtrack, you see the title cover art for Mega Man X4 and the rating in the bottom left corner. And back then, the ESRB used a different rating system. It says KA, kids to adults. That's what they used to use before the rated E for everyone instead. They switched it to that later, but back in the 90s, it was KA, kids to adults. Instead of E for everyone. Thing is a relic. I'll take that. See ya. As if I need the money that badly, right? Oh, this is the actual boss fight music for what I just mentioned too. This actually specifically plays when it's Zero versus Iris, rather than X's fight, which is not even anywhere near as personal or dramatic or emotionally impactful. They really scuffed X's story compared to Zero's. You could tell Zero's was the focus. He even gets an actual, fully animated anime battle halfway through the game. And X does not. You have to do an actual, just regular in-game fight instead. Boss fight. A boss fight which repeats itself later. Like at that point, the creators knew. They knew there were more fans of Zero than X at that point in the franchise. So they definitely focused the game on Zero. The next game is no different either. But it's a little bit better executed for having an actual dynamic between X and Zero for that game. X5. The story's better, but the budget was lower and it showed. And the story's mainly better just because it's a culmination of everything that came before. It was meant to be the big finale. That's mostly the only reason it's better. That's why it should have been the one with the bigger budget, but sadly, Capcom said no. You're gonna have this small ass budget and you're gonna like it. Oh, come on, what? How come that one time I did actually kill him when he had already started flying away? And then I hit him and he actually did come down and die right away. This time he didn't. Like he had started moving, but he hadn't started spinning back around to start digging, you know? And he actually died. But this time the game just said, no, fuck you. So it's a little inconsistent. But I fucking had him, man. He was there. I had him! Fuck! Thank you, Snoop. Snoop knows just what to say to express frustration. What hit me? His fucking horn? Oh, I got a free heal anyway.
Son of a bitch.
So that took so long I can actually feed the mag? Hold on. I forgot I died last stream, that's right. Maybe I should have brought the mag with me. I guess I'll bring it just in case then. So there's a mag I'm getting ready to turn into a Rati, another one. For myself, but I raised it mostly with Salacia off stream. However, she can't push it the last like couple levels. Because she has section Skylight, but she's not male. And you need to be a male with section Skylight if you're a hunter to turn it into Rati. So Vaughn has to finish it off. But I was gonna move it earlier, but I was like, why bother? We're never gonna spend more than 3.5 minutes in each mission as I'm just killing the dragon over and over. But hey, it actually happened, so. Alright, shared bank, sorry. It actually happened, so I was like, you know what? Let's go get it. Oh yeah, and then she found this, and I chose to pass it over to Vaughn. Also, she found 2 of these. Playing on very hard with some friends, including Pete's Maid and Lantis and Lantana. And yeah, found some Hildy Bear heads. So, kind of a morbid weapon it turns into. It literally turns into a head on a stick, and it's used as a wand for forces. And the head's mouth actually opens like you're manipulating a croft puppet of some kind. It's a little fucked up. Aren't these the exact things I dropped earlier? Did they just get moved back into my inventory, or did I just happen to find the exact same shit all over again? I'm a little confused. Whatever, I'm using the HP material. Whatever. Okay, I gotta hurry up and stay focused. Okay, so leave this and this. There. Oh wait, I don't need this, I can put that away. And because I'm here already, I'll go ahead and check the armor shop. Maybe we'll get lucky enough to find a forced slaughter that is of an appropriate level. And we did. Yep, there it is. Literally called the perfect frame. Hell yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, now I can take a little less damage while still keeping my power-up units. Wish it had been this one. But you know, beggars can't be choosers and all that. I'll take it. Well, rest in peace ad slot that I now wasted on this thing. It is what it is. Hopefully Salacia will find another ad slot. Let me make sure this is the right mag. I've been raising a couple, so... Oh, my weapon just disappeared. Yeah, I can only feed Rati, which doesn't need to, yeah. Oh, do I have antidotes? No, I need antidotes for Braha. Again, I probably won't even feed it much or finish feeding it during this stream because that's not the priority. It resets every time I go back to the lobby, the feed timer, so... But just in case. Just in case is a good man. He just showed up. He needs to go up 6 levels. That's definitely not happening on this stream. Wait a minute. Why did it unequip my weapon then when I switched mags? My stats still qualified, so what the hell? Had I not put these on yet, or... I don't get it. I don't know what happened. Either way. Yep, this is the mag. It's a gold one. Gonna have gold wings. Oh, it does just do that. Okay. Must be some built-in safety mechanism to prevent you from doing some kind of weird glitch shit. Okay, now I have fucked this whole room. Well, I wanted to see. I need to make sure, so. Whew. Oh, I'll take that. Another one. Live and learn. We got Sonic Adventure 2's title screen music. Or main theme, I should just say. It also plays during the last boss in that game, but... Oh. Shit, I forgot about these guys. I should have moved back. How do I forget about these guys after so long? I wanted to do this. Oh my god, it was the second shooter on the grassy knoll. I made that joke before, but it's kind of funny how if you switch right to a ranged weapon and shoot immediately, the bullet comes from somewhere else. It's the second shooter, man. JFK. Oh, I had time for one more. I'll have time right now in a minute. Nope. Health is literally gone. How annoying. You know what, I'm tired of running. I'm just gonna take the hit and heal. I don't really... I don't have it in me anymore. I have technique points for a reason, right? Ain't even... Cool. 0's ending. So sad. And the original Mega Man X storyline is so tragic. Especially where it was intended to end with X5. They put the main theme song of the entire game at the end of the soundtrack for some reason. This is it. Full anime intro opening and everything. You can tell X5 didn't have the same budget just from the fact that it doesn't have something like this. It doesn't have the anime intro. And I don't know what happened with X6. Somehow it's like they decided, okay, you'll have a big ass budget for this one, because they actually got the main theme song was done by like some popular artist in Japan or something, at least popular at the time. The downside of that being that it's obviously a DMCA song, so they couldn't even reuse it when they remastered the game and ported it to the Nintendo Switch and other platforms. They had to replace it with some completely generic... talking about X6, but some completely generic theme song. That doesn't fit at all. This. I'll have to look at this later. Yeah, that's why I picked the wrong time to look over at a Discord message. Okay. He's gonna roast me. No, he's not gonna die, so why bother? Literally gonna like mentally AFK while he does this crap. And read this message. The 3 L's. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the message. Oh, Jesus. Oh! I don't know if I was gonna make that one, honestly. At least wanted to react to the message. Anyway. Well, we have an opportunity. Black and Red Creek. This is X5's theme song. It's not bad. But again, no anime intro or anything, so... I guess it's just a half-ass one. Static images flashing on the screen. Nowhere near the same. On the right distance. Somehow I never miss. Oh, there. Never mind. Game made a liar out of me. I say somehow I never miss there, but when he's getting up right here, I always fucking miss. A crucial moment. Oh my god, again with that crap? What have I started doing differently? Since last night, I was doing the same shit, wasn't I? Maybe I should aim more for the leg, I guess. Instead of just at the chest area. Guess if I'm not even gonna move out of the way, why even open up the map, right? Hell yeah. See, the soundtrack's alright, but you can tell the budget cuts, man. Like, this, it doesn't hold a candle to X4's. It's so generic. Oh my god, Sarzak, hi! How are you, Sarzak? Welcome! You caught me doing the rare off-cam streams. I mean, like I said, I can actually show up on cam, but like... It's just because I'm grinding mindlessly, so I was like, you know. Just laziness, because I'm like, well, I'm just grinding to 200, so it's whatever. I'm doing good, Sarzak. How are you? Well, I already asked that, didn't I? You said I'm well. Oh, so I went the wrong way. But yeah, I'm doing great. See, so I'm doing my road to 200 grind right now. And I was saying this yesterday. These kind of like sort of repetitive, mindless streams, like this grind basically. Well, I'm just doing like the same simple thing over and over. This would be perfect for just something laid back and chill, which is what I'm doing, of course. With either the webcam off or with a VTuber model, if I had one. I have thought of going hybrid. Hybrid VTuber, you know? It's just for those instances where you don't feel like being on cam. Especially if like there's no real need for it, because I'm not doing like my usual story content. But yeah, I'm doing well, Sarzak. Yeah. Somebody I've watched on Twitch a long time recently went hybrid VTuber too. He was a cam streamer for the longest time. Oh, here we go. It is nice to see you though, Sarzak. Oh! Oh my god, we're trading blows. There's gotta be a faster and easier way to kill these guys, I swear. I don't think there will be though. Alright, well the dragon introduces himself, I'm gonna, you know. Shout out for Sarzak! Yay! There it is. So what are you up to tonight? Just chilling? Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the leg this time. Fuck it. Hey, I'm your background noise. I like that. That's exactly what this stream is meant to be. Also, I hope the music isn't too loud or overpowering my voice or anything. I've been checking my VODs after each stream to make sure it doesn't, but I'm not really sure. Okay, good to know. Yeah, because I've been like lowering the volume on the video that I'm listening to as well. Trying to get the balance right.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
The most commentary I've been giving during these grinding streams is expressing frustration and trying to one cycle the dragon so we don't have to sit through all that. This is on very hard multiplayer. On single players, yeah, it's no problem, but still just not strong enough to do it on multiplayer yet. Not yet. I'm very close though. Also, we have Mega Man X music for days. That's a good idea, Sartek, yeah. I've kind of just sort of learned to feel it out by looking at like, well, actually, I think for me, it's a different case because of the fact that I tend to stick to one game at a time for the most part, and that's only recently changed, very recently, with Phantasy Star Universe and this game, basically. So I've been lucky to just be able to, okay, I found the right settings, I just keep that until I switch to the next game, and then luckily most of the time I hardly have to tweak it too much. But that is definitely a good idea to... I think what I did before is take screenshots. If I had to do something like that, I would take a screenshot of my Streamlab OBS volume settings when I found the right balance and was like, okay, take screenshots of this and then label it for this game, basically. That's actually what I did. What is this miss crap? You know, when I say that, I'm actually quoting my brother and my cousin. They used to say that all the time when we played this game. As teenagers back in the day. Although, actually, they would say it sometimes for this game, but... I think they mostly said it when they were playing... What was that other game that they loved playing? Well, they played FF10 together, along with the card game for this game. Episode 3. I don't think you can miss in episode 3, though. But it definitely wasn't that one. But that's what I remember now, and so that's why I quote it. I'm glad they get stuck on each other. Sometimes they just trip on each other and then, you know. These pricks. Bring it on. There we go. Better fucking hit him, come on. Not gonna kill him anyway. Just not there yet. Surprised it didn't hit me. Hello, myself. Welcome to the stream. That is a great username, by the way. It's why I read that out loud right away, too. I was like, oh, this is great. I'm gonna say hello to myself. I can actually say I'm talking to myself. Which is true when you start streaming. And remains true for quite a long time, actually. The thing is, I started talking to myself way before I started streaming, that's for sure. I think I was still in elementary school. Streaming didn't even exist. I know what you're thinking.
What? What the fuck?
What the hell's this dude on about? That's what I do here, though. I ramble a lot, actually, on this channel. So welcome to Leon Starcrest channel, the Rambly channel. Eee. My character's cool. Oh, thank you, myself. This is really funny to say it like that. I appreciate that. The character customization in this game isn't really the most robust because it's an old game, but I did what I could, you know? And I surprisingly didn't actually have to change a lot to be satisfied with this appearance, too. Even for Salacia, I was able to... Hold on, I had to check something, but I'm good now. Okay. Well, either way, I hope you're having a great evening, myself. I know I'm having a chill and relaxed one, but myself must be having it too. Oh, it's morning for you. Okay, 4 a.m. Well, then I hope you're having a good morning. This is why when I end my streams, I always say, I hope y'all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or good night, depending on where you are. You too, thank you. And you're welcome. Oh, shit. Kill at least one of them. Oh my god, of course he survives with 1 HP. Rappy's going in for the kill. Okay. That's what they put this guy here for. Yeah. Dude, he hits just as hard as they do. What the fuck? They put him there to troll your ass. So if you manage to kill the 3 Hildy Bears with barely any health, he'll finish you off. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I know it's coming. No, I am playing online. Like, people are welcome to join if they want to. Like, I'm always welcome to, I'm always open to receiving help from anyone. So, like, whenever friends come by to the stream and they're like, oh, hey, can I join you? I say, yeah, go ahead. Like, I'll usually just make a room with a password, and then so people watching the stream will know the password, and then they can join if they want. I'm not really super comfortable with just any random person sitting in the lobby just yet. I'm a little too shy for that. But for anybody who comes by the stream, yeah, they can join, because, you know, they'll be able to see the password when I put it on the screen, so, yeah. Anybody watching is, totally welcome. I'm an affiliate, yeah. So if you'd like to join, let me know. I'm just grinding towards the future because I'm just trying to get to 200 as fast as possible. Since I'm solo right now, at the moment, I'm just killing the dragon over and over because that's quicker than doing the whole thing. But, yeah, if you want to join me, that's cool, and then we can do the whole run. Instead of just killing the dragon. I don't mind switching it up. You want to play the game again? Did you take a break recently? Oh look, I can use this. Hell yeah. Hey, I just qualified for ultimate mode too. I'll get destroyed, but yeah. Oh, you played on GameCube back then, I see. Yeah, I played on GameCube back in the day too, 20 years ago. I played with my brother and my cousin. We used the split screen feature. It was totes the best. For real, on God, no cap. I said it in the wrong order, but whatever. It was honestly really cool. Most games did not do that. Most games with this level of complexity definitely, which, yeah, I know this sounds like a joke saying it that way now, but for back then, the complexity and the level of complexity of this game was significant back then, and to see it have split screen was actually really cool. Like, the only other game back then that I played with, like, my cousin that I wished had multiplayer split screen was Resident Evil Outbreak. I use that as a comparison example just because it was also online like this game. Still the best online Resident Evil game. I will die on that hill. And I know a shit ton of other people who will too. They'll be there right next to me. But yeah, like, I know that game was just... The multiplayer was revolved around being able to move to different rooms with each other. Or from each other, like not always being in the same room with the other players. And I know the console could not have been able to handle that. This game was luckily designed in a way where you could do split screen with it because of the fact that everybody like the regular multiplayer gameplay mostly required or really encouraged everyone being in the same room, because a room in this game is the size of, well, it's like an enormous zone, you know? Unlike Resident Evil Outbreak, which was all a bunch of tiny rooms. And yeah, 20 years later, there is no real good co-op game. Well, not offline anyway, yeah. They're all online now. But we also live in the age of the internet, so that's hardly an inconvenience for most people anymore. But even then, if you're talking about the actual general quality, yeah, I agree with that too, though. Yeah, like, it's hard to find a good, like, co-op game or MMO to get into that's, like, really fun these days. I'm excited to try out Phantasy Star Online too. I'll get there eventually. Hopefully I'll like it. But other than that, I've only played, like, Final Fantasy 14, and that's pretty much it. And that game is like mostly a solo single-player experience, really. Unless you go hardcore, but the casual content is all solo, basically. There's no real incentive or reason to play with other people in that game. Oh, come on. He was dead. Jesus, man. What is it gonna take? Another 5 levels? I guess so. I love that X5 decided to bring back this particular melody from X2. It was definitely the most iconic from that game, so for an underwater level. Even as a kid, I thought that, so when I saw them bring it back, I was like, hell yeah. I guess they saw the potential of this soundtrack as well. They're like, hey, people like that song, didn't they? They're like, yeah, bring it back. Right now, about the only other co-op game that I'm looking forward to playing, in terms of like old school co-op games, besides this game, is Phantasy Star Universe. I think I like the gameplay, the combat. I feel like the combat and general gameplay for that one is a step up from this game in like a lot of ways. The only step down I've seen so far, the fact that they added a crafting system, but I just hate crafting systems in general. And then that grinders to upgrade your weapon's stats can break the weapon. I was like, oh hell no, dude. But the combat looks so much more fun though. And I did play it back in the day as well. I do remember liking it more than this, so. Another game I wish I'd gotten to try online when it released, but didn't get to. To be fair, I think I had a chance for that one, but I was into other games. By the time I actually got around to trying Phantasy Star Universe, the servers had shut down, but I think I could have. But it also did have a subscription price, so maybe not. I was too broke for that back then as a teenager, so Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Thank God Resident Evil Outbreak was free to play online. It wasn't an MMORPG, so it's a little different. Now this is actually a good soundtrack from X5. Dynamo's battle theme. This is actually really good. By the way, myself, I know you were asking about like if Affinia was the best way. I find it to be the best, and that is a general consensus. There also is a private server for if you still want to use your old GameCube, if you still have it. It's called Stack Server. It's spelled SCHT. That one actually lets you configure your GameCube to connect to it. That's another option. But you won't be able to play with anybody on Affinia if you do that, though. So you kind of gotta pick one or swap between them like some people do. Kind of went off on my own tangent for a bit there. Not that far. I had just said though, that's what I do though. I ramble. Last time I didn't take a break halfway through the stream. This time I'm gonna have to. Because I already spent a lot of time sitting down before stream earlier, so. I thought for sure that was gonna hit. Yeah, no problem. This is all, it's stuff I learned myself very recently just from getting involved with the Phantasy Star Online community in recent weeks, I want to say. Though it's actually been like a month or two now since I started getting involved with the PSO community. Everyone I've met is pretty nice. Couple streamers. Yeah, everyone's been pretty awesome. Oh. Good shot. You know, I remember back in the day, and I rambled about this already before while watching the story playthrough of Phantasy Star Universe recently. One of the biggest things that I saw in Phantasy Star Universe that I wish... I think it's because Maple Story distracted me because that's free to play. I think that's the reason I didn't try out Phantasy Star Universe. Again, aside from the subscription price, was the fact that I'd gotten into Maple Story instead. But I wished, when I did finally play Phantasy Star Universe, I wished I'd gotten into that instead, because one of the things I liked about it is the fact that you get your own room. It's like your own little apartment. You can customize it and decorate it a little bit. That was a huge thing for me. Because the idea of what we now know as an MMO, which is essentially like having a second life, basically. That idea, ever since I was a kid, like me and my brother and my cousin would talk about it all the time. Like, wouldn't it be great? Because we knew online games were already a thing and they were, you know, slowly getting better. We would always talk about that. We'd be like, dude, wouldn't it be awesome if you had a game where like everybody had their own like house and apartment and like you could socialize with each other and go on adventures together, like an MMO basically. And they already existed, but like we hardly knew about them. It was something that we talked about a lot when playing Grand Theft Auto in particular. Because we thought that was perfect for that. I was like, what if everybody had like their own little house and apartment? And then you could all do crazy shit in sandbox mode together and all that, you know? Not sandbox mode, but the game is a sandbox when you're not playing the missions, so... And then Grand Theft Auto Online was announced, and I was like, this is a dream come true, but my cousin already moved on with his life. My brother plays different kinds of games. The dream came too late. So I ended up having to make new friends to play with, but yeah. Grand Theft Auto Online is everything we wanted out of a Grand Theft Auto game ever since we played like GTA 3. For me specifically, I really enjoyed, you know, the housing and apartment system that they have, because it's what I pictured for that game, but also a concept I've always wanted since Phantasy Star Universe. Well, since I saw that it was possible with Phantasy Star Universe, because I imagined it way before then. And once I saw Phantasy Star Universe do it, I was like, yes, it's actually possible. I want a game like this. A game that's fun to play, but that also lets you roleplay a little bit, like having a little second life, you know, with an apartment. One thing I wish Grand Theft Auto Online had is a way to be in a public lobby, but not everybody knows where everybody else is. They did it with Red Dead Redemption 2 later, many years later. And I always thought they would hopefully retroactively patch that game to be the same way, but they didn't. It's like they kind of wanted to just continue to actively incentivize the chaos and mayhem of being in a public lobby, unfortunately. It is fine, I guess, but I kind of wanted the more... I like what Red Dead Redemption 2 Online did better, where you can just run into another person at an unexpected time, because you don't just see all the other players in the map that you're in the lobby with, and it's an enormous map. So unless you're in a party with them, you're not going to know where other people are. And you can just run into each other, and so then it's just like it's like the actual Wild West. You don't know when you run into another person if they're going to be hostile or friendly. And it's completely lawless, so you're kind of on your own. You have to defend yourself and use discretion to know if this person's going to be a friend or hostile towards you. Like, it gave it such an immersive roleplay element. It's what I wish Grand Theft Auto had by not having everybody's blip available on the map right away. But that game, they just wanted to incentivize chaos, because that's the audience they knew they already had from the previous games. So, but yeah, I hope Grand Theft Auto 6 does have that option, because even Rockstar Games officially acknowledged the role-playing community that came to be many years after. Well, it became popular many years after I stopped playing Grand Theft Auto Online. The PC role-playing community. Since people made mods for the game and private servers to actually do actual role-playing in that game. And then it blew up on Twitch and other live streaming services. And it got so big that Rockstar actually acknowledged them. Like, they didn't even care that they were modding the game and stuff. They were just like, we want to give a big shout out to our role-playing community. They breathed new life into the game, and part of me actually wanted to try it for a bit, but then I saw some videos and was like, this looks a little too involved and complicated. Like, it felt too much like playing a tabletop RPG, but with strangers, if you don't know anybody, you know? It's like, this feels a little too involved. Like, I like light roleplay, but this seems like a bit much. I don't know, I still might look into it though. It might be fun to stream that one day. Especially on the lead up or run up to Grand Theft Auto 6's release. Would be kind of interesting, maybe. Okay, this better hit something, come on. I did the wrong attack the second time. Yeah, I know, Snoop. I know. I'll be taking a little break after this one. Little 10-minute break. Water and stretch. Well, only if you need to, folks. Don't overhydrate either. That's something people seldom talk about, but... And I don't just mean overhydrate like... where you drink so much that your head hurts. That's obviously a huge problem. But I also mean don't drink too much before bed. Last thing you want to do is have to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. uninterrupted sleep is always ideal. So I cut off my water intake at 4 p.m. my time. At the latest, actually. Most of the time I cut it off at 2:30 p.m. But that's also because I've already finished eating by that point too. I finished eating at around 11 or 12. But I know most people do not do that. You know, that's a rare lifestyle for most people still these days. So it's different. Like if you're still eating later into the afternoon and evenings, you might have to cut off your water at different times. It's complicated, you know. It can be complicated, but basically just do what works best for you so you get uninterrupted sleep, because that is by far the most important thing for health. Good sleep. Don't sleep on sleep, y'all. Don't sleep on sleep. I love how it sounds to say that too. Don't sleep on sleep. Oh shit, I said I was gonna take a break. Okay, well it's fine. I already started the mission in the lobby, so nobody will accidentally wander in while I'm AFK, so it's fine. And I'll get to feed the mag when I get back. Alright, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Whew.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
That's right. I'm back. And right in time for this music, but I am gonna reset it back to where I was before I took the break because I missed a bunch of songs. Over here. There we go. I actually did check the time, so on the video. Alright, now we can get on with it. And yeah, I'm in a different spot than where I AFK'd because I decided to, while standing up, I fed the mag a little bit. And then I lied back down to take a break. Take a more proper break afterwards. Alright, let's go. Grassy knoll shooter detected. Couldn't hit a barn door, Vaughn. Don't miss. Here we go. Once again, I forgot to do this. Gotta be 2 heavy attacks or else there's no chance. I think a little bit of panic sets in sometimes. If I mess it up. A nice way to dodge it, isn't it? Just get hit by the lava instead. You get invincibility frames. The damage is still significant though.
Holy shit!
Can't believe that in me. The dragon's last breath. I see peeps. Epo. Oh my god, really? I messed up the fucking timing on it.
Fuck!
You suck!
It's gonna be a long grind until I can actually do that consistently. I guess it's gonna live up to the playlist name, isn't it? I like this throwback to Mega Man 1. Wily's first horrific creation in his castle. The Yellow Devil. Still harder than the recreation in X5, the Black Devil or whatever. Or whatever they call it in that game. have been such a nice nostalgic Easter egg for veteran fans of the series that have been following with like since the 80s. Who maybe played the first one when it came out. That must have been a nice treat for them when they played X5 and were like, holy shit. And this is a throwback to X1. Oh shit! Hell yeah. Used to the level ups happening with the dragon, but I'll take this. Yeah, this plays when you fight Ranga Banga or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember the actual name, but it's something like that. That boss that literally is just the background and the walls themselves. It's the room. The boss is actually the room that you're in. Nice throwback though, in X5. Make you fight a Mega Man 1 boss and a Mega Man X1 boss as well. Kinda neat. The next fight is actually 0 if you're playing as X, or X if you're playing as 0. And then it's, you know, refight all the bosses again. That's what this stage music is. And then you fight Sigma. It's like, alright. Damn. Why bother? Whatever. Fucking nerd. Try from the side. No, it misses some shots when he flies up, so no. Missed all of them. Not because it missed, but because the bullets literally just didn't hit him. It sounds like the same thing, I know, it's like...
What the fuck?
I mean, the bullets didn't reach him. Oh, this is the boss fight music against X or Zero, yeah. Kind of a subtle throwback to X2's boss fight music for X versus Zero. Well, that looked familiar. I wiped them out kind of like I used to in single player mode. Not too shabby. Because my power level is becoming similar in proportion. What the fuck was that? What was with that delayed bullet? But how did I... Again? I messed this up. I think I'm just too sleepy. Oh, too close to my bedtime, I don't know. Still doesn't guarantee he was gonna die anyway. 2 Dragon Slayers in a row. Those last 2 songs were Sigma's last boss music, phase 1 and 2. This one is just when you get a capsule. It's a remake of the capsule music from X1, which I thought they did really well. The best capsule music, honestly. It conveys the emotion of Dr. Light talking to, you know, X. Always wishing the best for him and wishing he didn't have to fight. Like a father to his child, except from the afterlife, you know? This is basically an AI imitating Dr. Light. So yeah, it's like a father talking to his son from the afterlife. Trying to help him out however he can, help guide him, all that stuff. Wishing things would be better for him. I think that song captures that really well. I'm glad they brought it back for X5 since it was meant to be the big finale. Yamato. Grassy knoll shooter. Sniped him. How did that not kill him? Okay. Finally. Do you see what I mean? He had started moving just now, just like last time, but this time he died. Last time he did not. Why? Why did that, you know, like the time near the beginning of this stream? He just didn't. And then this time he did. What's up with that? Tay. Congrats, Tay. Wonder if her little sister T is with little T is with her. No one is gonna get that. That is a reference to a video game called Dance Central. For the Kinect on the Xbox 360 back in the day. That third hit even hit him? Oh, that helps adjust my aim before he gets up. See, this time he became invincible as soon as he flew off. It's inconsistent. It's so fucking weird. Shit like that bothers me quite a bit. Like, so only sometimes that's gonna work. Other times I'll just be wasting my magic and my time. For seemingly no apparent reason. Oh yeah, this soundtrack on YouTube included a bunch of unused tracks from Mega Man X5. This is one they had planned for the water level before they instead just remastered the X2 version, which is way better. The unused tracks, for the most part, are even more shit and generic than most of X5 soundtrack. It's like even they knew. I'm just glad there was a few nostalgic throwbacks and absolute bangers in there. Because yeah, most of the X5 soundtrack is pretty bad. Most of it. Unused ice level soundtrack. like it was the dragon yawning. More than me. Alright, here we go. Can he do it? Kill him! Thank you. Ice obviously does more damage, so I figured... Why the hell spam lightning after one ice? Just keep spamming ice. Maybe that made the difference, maybe not. It's definitely gonna make a difference now, because we just got an upgrade to that. As well as more magic stat as well from that level up. Boom, baby. That is Robarda, right? The one that I... This one? Yes. Okay. As long as I get the timing right, I think we might have found a new consistent way to kill him. Even he paused. I don't know where they plan to use this song in X5. This song by far is super out of place. It sounds like wedding music to a certain extent. I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe they had a completely different ending planned at first. That was actually not going to be tragic. Okay, so the best thing to do is stand here, more or less. And then there. Orient myself like that. Yeah, that should do it. Damn it, didn't work this time. RNG screwed me over. Those attacks didn't do as much as they could have, so. It's just a few points off, you're not getting the one shot. And we're almost 10 levels higher. Almost, but still a ways. Oh. Now this music was actually used. I believe this music plays at the end, well, in the ending scenes. Main theme song for X5. So is this in the soundtrack twice? We already heard this. Oh, I think the one at the beginning was the shortened version. You tried it. I feel like I got up pretty quick. Shit, it's gonna miss now. I didn't line myself up properly. Okay, it worked, but yeah, he's too much health. Attacks just weren't strong enough. I think this was an unused... No, this is the credits music now. This was used. I like how the way you play X5 determines one of two different endings. But the two endings are literally just either X remembers Zero or he doesn't after he dies, because he dies no matter what. That's it though. Either Zero sacrifices himself to save X, barely, at the end, and X remembers him, and continues the fight on for the memory, the sake of his friend's memory, you know, all that, using his saber and everything. Or you kill Zero, so he, you know, because he turns completely evil. Yeah, or Zero turns completely evil and you end up completely killing him, so he doesn't save X. And so Dr. Light's ghost just appears and repairs X, but erases Zero from his memory and puts a block on his memory so he can never be reminded of Zero, just to remove the trauma. Which is too real. It's essentially what our brains do on their own when you're traumatized too hard by something. Sometimes your brain can just shut down and then block out the memory forever. And you can't recall it. It's really sad what can happen in that game. It's crazy. Mega Man X6. Again, doesn't start with the main theme because, well, we don't get to hear the main theme because it's copyright. It's DMCA'd by the band that originally performed the song, so we just go right to the intro stage music, which are all bangers. All the songs in this one. I mean, there's a couple that are questionable, but 99% of the soundtrack is really good for this one. I was hoping one of them would be getting ready to spit a fireball. Damn it. I don't want to go too far back because there's a boomer back there. Nope. I must have gotten really lucky or something those couple times where I did manage to one-cycle him. Maybe I got some critical hits and didn't notice. Because, yeah, that's nowhere near enough damage. Maybe I have to hit his feet. Why'd I pick that up? Useless. How did it... I feel like that took me that long. Almost there. The first boss in the game has that boss music. Only that one. I remember that. It fit! The boss intro music. Every time I go for the feet, though, I'm way less successful at hitting all my shots, so... And I fucked up the... Okay, whatever then.
You suck! Bruh.
I like the gentle sadness in this music. A very gentle, somber tone. Is it taking me longer to kill this thing now, or was I just never paying attention to the mag alert going off? Yeah, I think I'm starting to get stuck on the Hildy Bears longer than usual. That's what's happening. Such a good song. These guys are part of the problem. Look, I have to move so far forward just to kill them, because that one runs way the fuck off. Yeah, so now they're gonna land right on me, and that makes the battle last twice as long with those guys. See if I can kite him over here real quick. See if I can just start off in a good position. Then it's not so bad. Then I can actually kill them really quick. Not enough damage. Alright, that's just under 2 hours. I'm done with that one, actually. I still gotta get to bed, so I'll leave it there. Alright, folks. That's it for me for now. So, as always, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across Twitch and YouTube, wherever you decide to watch. Thank you very much. And until next time, I hope you all stay safe, don't die, take care, and have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And I will see you all then. Also, because I'm already so sleepy and ready just to go to bed, my social battery isn't there. I can't really raid somebody right now. I won't be able to, like, say hi and all that stuff. I'm just, like, so gone. I started my stream way later today, though, so this won't be a regular thing, obviously. I'll definitely be able to have more energy for future streams, but this one started really late because I was doing fun stuff with friends, and I had already planned it out that way, so it's not like a last-minute thing that I just decided to do. But yeah, see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Oh yeah, I can do this. There we go. I'm not on cam, so I can do this. Bye-bye.
You son of a bitch.